Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the Conqueror Gun Carriage. It's the Tier 10 British SPG. It's located on the north spawn of Mines, and this one is under the command of Offrezwolf of GTANK. Now he's got one mark of excellence on the barrel, and the battle is about to start.
Let's go.
Game on! Well, it's 9.2 inch caliber, which is 233.7 millimeters in caliber. These shells are the second biggest in the game. Obviously, the other one is the 24 centimeter shells on the T92 HMC. And he's decided to go into this little corner here, which is used by quite a few players, but it's not that safe because, of course, if you see Tracer coming out from this corner, it's fairly easy for the enemy to work out exactly where you are. Kampfpanzer 7 trying to take shots around the corner of the rock. Oh, this is good. We've got two targets turned up. Oh, great shot. 408 hit points off the M5Y, and then 192 off the Object 279E. He's already picking up stun assist. In fact, he's now got the communications expert working as well as the concentration skill. Now, the standard reload is 44.1 seconds. It is a long one, but it is a big shell. And he's got 35.06. Or is that? Yeah, I think that is a 6. Ready to go. Rounds out. Direct hit, but only 310 this time. Now, there's a lot of players have actually been trying to work out by watching these maps exactly where they can take shots from, and that is a very good way of actually learning where you've got a viable firing position. But not all firing positions can be used by the same Arty. There are a few that you shouldn't really use because, of course, you might find the trajectory is just so flat that it won't get to the target. What I'm thinking about there is if you went to Nigel's spot, which is on position C1, right in the corner, you really can't shoot the enemy tanks that are doing what they're doing at the moment right here, because you would actually be going over a set of rocks, and the trajectory of French Arties is so flat that you might not be able to get the shell over. So not all positions work, but there are quite a few that players can use and get good results, and it's worth exploring the map, even just going around trying a new spot yourself. For instance, there's some places over on the far east of this map which enable you to get shots on the enemy tanks back at their camp area and also at the base of the hill. He's picked up another load of hit points off the Object 279E. In fact, one of the assists that he got was 1,270 hit points in one fell swoop. There are two Arty on his team. The other one happens to be a batch at 155.58. But of course, as you know, that's a 3-shot autoloader. The enemy Arties are a GWE900 and a T92 HMC. He's looking at the moment for the Object 140, but there is that Caro. And no, he can't get a shot in there. Not at the moment. He'd need that guy to back up a little. He could stun him and get the stun assist. Now he can shoot. Rounds out. That worked. Not only did he get some splash, but he also picked up some stun assist from his teammates across the on the slope, the down slope of the hill. Caro's decided to pull back, which is a wise decision, actually, because that position isn't reachable by us. But if you're on the east side of the map, as I said, where you can see on the mini-map at the moment the FB4005, if you fire from there, nobody can hide in that corner like the Caro, because you'd be firing directly down onto them. Of course, the trajectories help as well, and the trajectory of the Conqueror Gun Carriage is very high. That's why they call it the orbital laser cannon. We're starting to move up on the enemy. They're very reluctant to engage, and I think that's going to pay off for us in the long run. Rounds out. Firing blind. Okay, we've now got a grid of 15. Now, you definitely should target this guy because, of course, he doesn't have much in the way of armor. In fact, doesn't really have any armor at all, apart from actually on the gorilla, which is a basic panther hull, and that's all. One of the enemy Arty is in the corner. We know that for certain. The Object 140 is turned up on the South Island. We could definitely target him. He's still there, but he's missing a huge amount of hit points, and I suspect that may be down to the fact that that blind shot did actually work. Okay, he's over in the corner. And that was a direct hit by our Batchat 155-58. Now that guy might still be there. I think the Batchat's probably going to take another shot. Oh, he did! In fact, he got the GWE 100, which now means that we've got to hit the T92 HMC. There he is. He just fired. No, he's a little further back. That's going to splash him. Oh my God, it didn't. He got a direct hit. And he's wiped out the T92. I was wrong. I admit it. Very well done. So now he's got his first kill. Although he can't get the counter battery fire because, of course, the Batchat took that one first. But now he can possibly take this Object 140. And this Type 5 Heavy, he just got hit. So lining it up, just let it settle a little before his tracks get back. Direct hit for 250. Hit the heavy armor at the front of the vehicle. And there's that Object 140 again. We're 2 up on the enemy. We definitely have position. We need to deal with the Object 140 in order to get the Death Star on our team. Well, it's actually not a Death Star, is it? It's the FB215B, which of course is the British heavy tank. Rounds out. This should be a kill shot. Oh! Unfortunately, it landed short, and the Object 140 didn't get killed. I don't think he'll survive the next shot, though. In fact, even if the shell lands somewhere near the Object 140, he will die. Now, the enemy still has their Gorilla 15. Rounds out. And the DBV did get damaged. And a nice amount of stun assist as well. We've lost sight of the Gorilla 15. He must be in that corner. Probably right next door to the DBV 152. Rounds out. Oh, the punishment's going on. Oh, that was good. That's a huge amount of stun assist. 789. That's a lovely one. That could be an ace tanker already. 5,547 assist. That looks an ace tanker to me. And there goes the Type 5. So if we can take out this Object 140. Rounds out. No, it didn't get close enough. The Carrows popped out, and he didn't last very long there. Carrow got taken out by the DBV 152. So there's the enemy DBV. And of course, the Gorilla 15 should be in that neighborhood. E5 might be going into danger. Yes, he... In fact, oh my God! 2 kills, just like that. And there's the 140. We need to get the stun assist on him. No, before we could even get the shell out, the Object 140 bit the dust. And that's it, the game's over. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was an ace tanker game for Offrezwolf of GTANK in the Conqueror Gun Carriage. He also managed to get a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 12, and he got a Confederate as well, for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. At least 6 tanks subsequently taken out by other teammates. In fact, he also got a win rate of 3,224, which is Super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at team score. Well, he didn't get the highest damage in the game. That actually went to the T110E5, the guy who managed to get that kill on the Gorilla 15 just before the DBV exploded right at the end of the game. The second highest damage was the Gorilla 15. He died with 3,671 hit points. And second place was, or third place, I should say, was the DBV 152. I think that may be the one that actually exploded at the end. He got 3,596 hit points of damage. In fourth place, it was Offrezwolf. He got 3,318 hit points of damage. So at least he was close to the top 3. And when it came to kills, we can see top scorers were the E5, the Type 71, and the DBV 152 on our team. Each had 3 kills apiece. But we can see the GW E100 on the enemy team, who's taken out by our batch at 155.58. He got 2 kills. And then we can see Offrezwolf is in the next followers with just 1 kill. And of course, he got the Confederate. When it came to base XP, he's in second place. The top scorer being the E5, 1,120. So he got the top in all 3 columns. And Offrezwolf got the top in, well, he got the second place on base XP, 1,088. Only the second player who managed to get over 1,000 base in the game. And of course, 4th place on damage. He fired 14 rounds, got 6 direct hits on the enemy, 1 penetrating shot, and 14 splash. Now, I suspect the penetrating shot was in fact the T92 HMC. Just check that. Yes, it was. 500 hit points from the shot. And I said that he was a little further back. So I would have aimed for what I thought was the target and missed it, and he got a bang on target, got it exactly right. So he also got 14 splashes, 3,318, all of it at more than 300 meters, damaged 10 of the enemy, killed 1, and 5,547 hit points of stun assist off 14 stuns. On a premium count, he actually made 56,267 credits profit from the game, 2 bonds for this being tier 10, and he also got 1,632 experience points as well. So a very good game there by Offrezwolf. He got things right when I got them wrong. I was having difficulty with that Object 140. That guy was obviously very experienced in trying to avoid fire. And the Caro 45T, well, the answer to that guy who was hiding in the corner is if you move all the way over to the east side of the map, there's no way that guy can hide in that corner. He has to pop his head out, in which case the moment he did, he got hit by the DBV 152 and he was out the game. So if you do have a troublesome player hiding in a corner like that and you just can't get the shot around the rocks, try moving across the map. I know the enemy's probably not going to see you, even though you're such a big Arty. But if you move right the way over to the east side of the map, then obviously that guy's going to get one hell of a shot when the shell lands right on top of his head. I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like, and thank you for watching.